Hello friends, family, and internet strangers, Stephanie here with another What's for Dinner video. First up is a pasta dish, and this is my attempt at replicating one of the lunch specials that I absolutely love from the cafeteria at work. I have been trying to not eat lunch at work as much. Well, I still eat lunch. I'm just trying not to buy it as much. So I am chopping up my peppers. I don't need all of these to go in, so some of these I am going to take as a lunch to work, but the rest I am going to put in this pasta dish. So this was described on the website at work as tricolor cheese tortellini with chicken sausage, spinach, peppers, pink sauce, served with garlic bread and a soft drink. So that is what I am replicating here. I am starting out by dicing everything up. I'm using this Idelis, I still have not figured out how to pronounce that. Anyways, the chicken sausage brand that I really like. I'm using some of that. This was a cheesy, garlicky chicken sausage, and it was really good. I had not tried that one before. So I'm starting out by doing my onions. Now I am just caramelizing these to get started in some butter. I'm going to move these around with some butter and then add a little bit of garlic salt and a little bit of pepper. And that's all I'm going to do to these onions. Then I'm going to add in my peppers. Now I am not using all of the peppers, just a small amount of what I diced up, because there really wasn't too much of this when I had it at work. There wasn't too much pepper in there. So just a little bit, and then a bunch of that sausage. I did use all 4 of these and just chopped them up into nice little round slices here. Now once I've got that going, I am going to move it all around in the pan. Then I'm going to add a little bit of garlic and my spinach and some tomato sauce. So I'm just using about a tablespoon of minced garlic. Has anyone else seen that meme recently? It's like a video of someone taking multiple bags of spinach and then it shrivels down to be one piece of spinach. Because, you know, that is how spinach is. It's very accurate. So a little bit of spinach goes a long way in here, just about a handful. And then I'm going to use jarred sauce, and this is most likely going to be one of the last times you see me use jarred sauce, because this coming week I should have a video out. Shortly after I made this, I did make a huge batch of my family's recipe of sauce. So I did make a video of that. I will be posting it shortly because any future What's for Dinner videos are going to most likely feature that particular sauce versus a jarred sauce. Next up, I've got my tricolor tortellini going into some boiling water. I'm going to turn my sauce into a pink sauce by adding some heavy whipping cream. I did not measure that out. I just put in about what I thought it would take to make this sauce a pink sauce. It ended up being probably about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream, and then just lightly mixing that in. Then once my pasta is done, I'm just gonna take the pasta out and gently spoon it in with the rest of my ingredients and fold it in lightly. I don't want to break that tortellini, that's why I am scooping it out, and also why I'm going to fold it very gently into the pasta, just bringing all the other ingredients from the outside into the middle of the pan until everything is well covered. This turned out really well. It smelled so good and it tasted amazing too. And I served this with garlic bread. I just melt butter and a little bit of garlic salt and throw it in the air fryer until it's crispy. I use whatever bread I have on hand, and this is the final product. And since the lunch special comes with a drink, I also served this up with a Diet Pepsi. Next up is a complete winging it meal where I had no recipe and no idea what I was doing. I was originally going to make these into burgers. I got these on clearance at Ralph's and decided, oh, I'll do burgers without a bun. Then I realized I didn't have cheese, so I decided I had seen Valerie over at Life with Valerie Rose do this French onion rice in the Instant Pot a few weeks prior to this, and I had been wanting to try that. I decided I would give it a try but do brown rice instead, so I did tweak it just a little bit. I also used beef bouillon in here because that was one of the changes that she had said in her video that she would make was to use like a beef broth or beef bouillon instead of just water in the recipe. So I am going to link her channel and her video where she made this down below, and then I will also post kind of what my changes were. So I used the beef bouillon and kind of stirred that around. I made less, but I still used the same amount of seasoning because I didn't really know how to split one of those packets in half, and I like the seasoning. So I thought that would work out well, and it did. I used 1 cup of rice and just a little over a cup of liquid. So again, I'm using brown rice in this. And then I put that in the Instant Pot and set it for 15 minutes at high pressure, and then a few minutes of natural release. Next up, I am dicing up some onion, half of this going into this, and then the other half of the onion being used for a different recipe. I've already shown y'all me caramelizing an onion a few minutes ago with the last dish, so I essentially did the same thing, garlic, salt, and pepper, but this time I also added thyme. Once I've got those softened up, I add my beef patties into that same pan, and I decided I was going to try and make some sort of caramelized onion gravy type thing with these. So I just cooked these until they were done, and then I added a little bit of water because I wanted to get those onions a little softer. They were getting brown. They weren't getting burned, they were getting brown. So I add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce on there, and then I wanted to cover these up for a little bit and really let them steam. So I added a little bit more water and then found a cover that would fit on top of this. And then my rice was just about done, so I was able to check on that. I stirred it up. This is what it looked like when it first got the lid off. So once I stirred it up, all that flavoring kind of came together. I wish I had cooked it for just a little bit longer, but it wasn't bad. I just like it a little bit softer. Next up, I add a little bit of a slurry to my onions so that I can make it a gravy. So that's about a tablespoon of water and a tablespoon of cornstarch, and then I added a little more water in there as well. And once I started stirring this around, all the brown bits started coming up off the bottom of the pan, and it did turn into a really nice flavorful gravy with the Worcestershire from the beef and the juices from the beef. And then I was able to spoon it over the top of my burger meat there, and then I served it over the rice, and this was tasty. I wouldn't have cooked the beef as long, but it didn't seem like it was cooking, so I did cook it a little bit longer, which it turned out wasn't necessary. Next up, I had done a pork loin, and the rest of the stuff that you're gonna see in this is in my Thanksgiving sides video. I went away for Thanksgiving, so I had decided that I would do all of my Thanksgiving sides that I love to have, and it's just not Thanksgiving until I have them the week before Thanksgiving. So I do have a video on those sides, especially my family's homemade stuffing recipe and Italian stuffing. So I will post that link down below, but I needed a meat to go with it, so I had found this on sale, this seasoned pork loin. Gotta love it when you find things that are already seasoned on sale. It just takes so much of the work out. So I decided to do this in the Instant Pot while all of my sides were cooking. So I'm just searing this on each of the sides, and then once I am done searing all of the sides, I am going to take this out of the pan and then kind of deglaze the pan because it got a lot of brown on there. Again, not burn, just brown. So I add a little bit of water, and I'm going to really scrape everything up. Now, once this is done, I'm going to put my little Instant Pot rack, I don't even remember what you call it, but I'm going to put that at the bottom, that thingy there, and put the pork on it. I cooked this for 15 minutes on high pressure and then a natural release after that, and this was perfect. So this, again, I served with Thanksgiving sides. I hope y'all had a wonderful Thanksgiving and are enjoying the holiday season here. If you have any favorite holiday recipes, leave them down below in the comments. I would absolutely love to hear them. This pork turned out really well. I am not the biggest turkey person, so I did have a little bit of turkey at a buffet in Vegas on Thanksgiving on my way back from Utah, but this pork was really good for my pseudo Thanksgiving celebration in advance. That also shows you just how far behind I am on posting these videos. This turned out absolutely perfect, and that is the plate as a whole. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope you'll consider giving it a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button down below if you have not already done so. I want to give a huge thank you to everyone who has been supporting my channel so far. I just hit 300 subscribers, and I am so appreciative for all of you. So if you want to help me out, don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know which of these recipes you'd like to try, or if there are any that you'd like to see me try. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.